Hello again, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. You were probably wondering why I'm not in my normal spot. It's such a nice day, and I wanted to go out on the grass today. And you're probably wondering what that is behind me. Well, that is actually a horse farm. So you might see a horse over there. You probably see him. You might see a horse gallop by. You might see a car drive by. So if you see a horse or a car, that's why. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is a couple things. The first thing we're going to do is a circuit relay. Okay, so it's kind of like a warm-up activity that we're going to do. Um, I want you to be very careful in the space that you have because sometimes we might be moving backwards. We might be doing things a little bit differently. So I just want you to be safe and in the space that you have, be safe and know where you are. Okay? So all we're going to do is you're just going to listen to me and we're going to do this activity together. So just follow along with what I do. So I'm going to start on one side of my space. Okay. And now what I want us to do is we're going to skip to one side of our space and skip back to the other part of our space. Okay. Ready? Begin. So we're going to skip to one side. Now we're going to skip to the other side. All right, now we'll do 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was the first one. Now we're gonna jog backwards. Okay, so be careful of your surroundings. So we're gonna jog backwards, just like this, to one side. Now we're gonna jog backwards to the other side. Okay, now we are going to do 3 proper form push-ups. So everyone get into your position. Ready? Down. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Now for this one, we are going to do high knees to one side of our space and high knees back. Ready? Begin. High knees and high knees back. Okay. Now for this one, I want us to do 5 proper crunches or sit-ups. So we're going to get on the ground like this, your legs up like this. I'll say up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5. Okay, so go ahead and get up. Now, what I want us to do is we are going to side shuffle to one side of our space. Side shuffle. Ready? Begin. This is what it looks like. 1. That's a shuffle. Now to the other side. Awesome. Okay. So now what I want us to do is we are going to do butt kickers for 10 seconds. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now what I want us to do is we are just going to jog to one side and then jog back. Ready? Begin. We're just jogging to one side and jogging back. Okay, now give me a double thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, now that we got warmed up, we're going to do some stretching. And we talked about how important stretching always is, right? We always want to stretch after we warm up because our muscles are warm and they're more stretchy and we don't want to get injured. Okay, so for the first stretch, we're going to do one that we practiced in our last lesson. Our legs apart. Keep your legs straight and try and hold down and touch the ground like this. This is a good stretch for your legs and your back. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to do the side twist. So keep your legs straight and twist your body to one side. Okay, now the other side. Awesome. Now this stretch is actually a yoga pose called mountain pose. And all you're going to do, stand straight, put your arms up like this, and reach your arms as high as they can go. This is actually a pose in yoga, and it's good for your sides to stretch out, and it's good for your arms. Awesome. Now, I want you to take your hands like this, interlace your fingers, and I want you to stretch them out like that. So that's what it should look like. You're stretching your hands out like that. Okay, now I want you to do one leg up like this. So we're actually trying to balance, and we're going to talk about balance. So one leg up like this, and now one leg up, the other leg up like this. If you need to hold on to something, I understand. Okay, so now that we got stretched out a little bit, we're actually going to do a different type of activity. And this activity has to do with balance. And balance means, well, who knows what balance means? Okay, so balance means staying stable and being able to stay in the same spot without moving, right? If I'm like this, I'm not very balanced. But if I'm standing still, I'm very balanced. So for this game, what I want you to do is grab an item, okay? Or grab one or two items. Something that can fit in your hand and something that if you drop it, it won't break. So nothing very valuable. So for example, I have two items that I can hold in my hand. One of them is a book. One of them is my bobblehead. Okay? So the way this works is you can do this in a couple different ways. So if you want, you can go on your knees and you can hold one or both of your items. So you can hold one or both. And what you're going to do is have your item or both of them out in your hand. Now I want you to hold it out straight like this. If you can see, hold your item out straight. Now I want you to breathe in deep for 4 seconds and breathe out deep for 4 seconds. Ready? Begin. And you're trying to make sure that you keep your item balanced. Ready? So you can do that on your knees. You could do it with two items and try that. Remember, we're trying to keep them balanced. And there's other ways you can do this. If you want, you can stand up and try this. Keep your arms out. We're trying to keep them balanced on our hands. If you really want to try something hard, close your eyes and do it. If that's too easy, you can close your eyes, have two items, stand, and go on one foot and try that. Okay? See, it's difficult. I can't even do it. So that's what we're going to practice. So Mr. Belton, make sure everyone knows what they're doing and make sure they're practicing. And we are going to focus on balancing.